Hello everyone. I want to talk about stories. You know, everybody has a story, including myself. And me and my friend Wendy at Hardneck Farms were discussing stories through conversation on a comment that she left on one of my videos. And the more you know someone's story, the better you know them. But anyhow, everything has a story. It don't matter what it is, there's a story behind everything. But I got something here I want to show you. And there's a little bit of story behind it. Nothing spectacular, but there is story behind it. And I'm trying to continue the story on with this particular item. I'm gonna lean it up against here real quick and I'm gonna show it to you. Right there it is. That's a eastern red cedar tree. Not a branch, but a tree. It's about 5 foot in length. It was taller than that when I cut the very end off. You can see it's cut off. Whoops. But anyhow, I acquired that from cutting trees down for the neighbor several years ago. Probably, I don't know, it might have been 17, 18 years ago. Yeah, probably 17, 18 years ago, maybe by now. I don't remember, at least that long. But anyhow, it's something that I've kept. Long story short, I cut a cedar tree down. We were clearing trees along the fields, along the edge of the fields to keep the tree or timber line or tree line from blocking out the sun along the end rows along the edge of the field. So we were clearing trees, a lot of cedar trees. And I cut down a cedar tree and the darn thing didn't fall over. And I thought, what in the heck? I couldn't figure out why it didn't fall over. And I'm looking and I had to literally get down to the ground, close to the ground, down to the ground to see underneath. And this tree was growing and it didn't have very many branches, just basically the main trunk going up. And it grew itself around, kind of spiraled around another cedar tree. And I thought it had a neat shape to it. So the couple branches that it did have on it, I cut them off. And I thought that'd make a heck of a walking stick. And I brought it home and I've had it ever since. It dried out really good. I started peeling some of the bark off. It started flaking off. Some of it still needs peeled off maybe. But anyhow, that's the story behind this so far. Well, today I happened to come across the TikTok video. And at first it's just a guy, and he started talking. And he talked about, it wasn't a real long TikTok video, but anyways, he talked about starting to carve, or how he got started carving walking sticks and canes. He was going through tough times, going through a divorce, a bad divorce at that. Not that any divorce is good, but some are worse than others. And to occupy his time and his mind, he happened to see a kind of a unique stick, and he started carving on it and ended up carving a walking stick or a cane. And a friend of his seen it and said, hey, what do you want for that? And ended up buying it. And that led to him carving one right after another, back to back, for like, I think he said a 6-year stretch that he carved. I think he still does it from time to time, or in spare time a little bit, but he actually has a job, so he don't actually do it as much, but he's willing to do it. I contacted him through Facebook and I asked him if he'd be interested in carving my stick for me, and I gave him a good compliment, and I told him I knew he was the right one to carve my stick, that I've always wanted somebody to carve it for me. I don't think I got quite that good a talent to carve it, and I like the looks of the stick, and I really wouldn't want to mess it up. And I seen some of the sticks that he'd carved, so that really drew me to him. That and the fact that he had a story, and that will continue on with this walking stick. Once it's done, people will probably see it and ask, ooh, that's a cool walking stick. Where'd you get that? and I can tell them where I got it, and then I can tell them who actually carved it, and tell his story on how he got started carving sticks and walking canes. But anyhow, that's why the story is important, because to most people this is just a stick, but once it's done, it'll be a stick with a story. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go at a later date when this is getting carved, or as I get notification from him as he's carving it. I'll let you in on that, I guess. He told me to mail it to me, gave me his address, and he told me to mail it to him and he'd get started. I'm not sure the cost. He kind of gave me an idea. Costs really don't matter because it's something I want, and it'll mean a lot to me. I'm gonna let you go for now. See y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.